Some hopeful signs of progress this morning in Arizona, where that huge wildfire has been burning for more than 2 weeks now, destroying more than 400,000 acres. CBS News correspondent Bill Whitaker is in Springerville, Arizona, with the latest on the situation there for us. Bill, good morning.
Good morning, Chris. This wildfire now is about 10% contained. And the fact that I'm standing here in the center of Springerville, Arizona, is a good sign. This was one of several towns that were right in the path of the fire. Thousands of people were evacuated. Now many of them are starting to come home.
Everything looks great.
No fire?
No fire, no smoke.
Sherry Counts had been forced out of her house for nearly a week.
I'm happy. We're home.
We first met Sherry as the fire bore down on her home.
I've seen tornadoes, and this is the scariest thing I've ever seen. It's like it's a living, breathing thing.
So the relief in knowing all is well is palpable. Fire officials feel it too.
We feel a lot more confident than we did 2 days ago.
It's now been 16 days since the Wallow fire first exploded into the monster that's become Arizona's second worst fire ever. The winds picked up again this past weekend, as feared. But instead of spreading the flames, the winds pushed the fire back onto itself.
We don't like to say this kind of stuff, but we turned a corner.
For the Wiltbank family, it meant returning home to an uncertain fate. The family had taken pictures when they fled last week. On Saturday, Billy Wiltbank found 5 of 8 cabins destroyed, cabins built by his father and grandfather.
History that you lose right there. You can't rebuild history, but we can make new histories.
Further up the road at the Sprucedale Ranch, Esther Wiltbank found everything intact, and the 50 horses they'd had to leave behind all safe.
It was a protective hand over us that protected us.
But it was close, they said, much too close.
I was quite surprised actually to see how close the fire came, 3 or 4 feet from some of the buildings. The smoke was intense throughout, just permeated everything.
Now, what remains here is a thick layer of smoke and very poor air quality. Now, even though the evacuation order has been lifted, authorities are warning people to take precautions. And if anyone has a respiratory illness, don't even think about coming back just yet. Chris?
Bill, quick question for you. A lot of good news to report there, but again, the number only 10% contained right now. To the layman, that doesn't sound like a whole lot, but I'm assuming this is great news for fire officials. Have they said how much more ground they expect to be able to gain today to get that full containment?
Well, they were saying since those winds actually turned out to be beneficial this weekend, that you could start to see the containment levels rising pretty rapidly starting today. But they still say it will take at least another 2 weeks to get this contained and get it mopped up. So we're still looking at a little while here.
All right. CBS's Bill Whitaker for us in Springerville, Arizona this morning. Bill, thank you.